man, they're not putting a lot of effort, I'll just say, into that semi-gusset. It's like, I feel like I could just tear, Saucony swimming into the studio 1.5 again, everybody. I'm trying to think of, I could look this up, but of all the companies, which by the way, thank you for taking the time to answer the running shoe survey last week. I truly appreciate it. And I think I've tested Saucony more than any other running shoe company in the marketplace. It's probably Saucony, and then Puma was a lot. Puma, thank you for sending me so many shoes. Might have been New Balance. Oh, probably ASICS is right up there, but man, a lot of Saucony shoes. So here we go, the Saucony Axon. Is that how you pronounce it? A-X-O-N. Frankly, I believe this is the first iteration. Don't quote me on that, but it is a neutral road running shoe from Saucony. Don't have a lot. Yeah, again, I just don't have experience in. If it is the first iteration, I definitely don't have experience. Here's what's crazy. It's a neutral road running shoe, but man, it's acting like a stability shoe. The twist test, wah, wah, wah. It's like I am putting a lot of force into this, and it is not twisting very much, just so you're aware. So I have a feeling that if you do, I don't know. I'm just a little perplexed by that twist test through the midsole. Okay, here we go. 35 in the heel, 31 in the forefoot for a 4mm drop from Saucony. Women's size 8 on your screen, men's size 9. And I think it's coming in a little heavy, everyone, for a neutral daily trainer. Looking at 9.4, 9.5 ounces roughly in my size. That's on the heavy end. Anything over 9 ounces in my size for a neutral shoe is a little heavy, just so you're aware. 5.5 out of 10. Air mesh upper, breathable. I like that. Semi for the warmer months, but we are entering into winter, as I talked about recently in another review. Semi-gusseted, but man, they're not putting a lot of effort, I'll just say, into that semi-gusset. It's like, I feel like I could just tear. I think I just tore part of it. Oh man, I'm not gonna yank on that. Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, I should mention, this is my relegation score. Sorry about that. Relegation review, not a full review, not taking it to 50 miles. I'll explain why here in a minute, okay? So moving on to the lockdown score. There you go, overall score for that upper, all right? Just no extra bells and whistles, which I like. There are some overlays here, and actually, yeah, boy, it's a pretty stout heel counter, okay? Which, decent, man, yeah. It's just not a very high-end material usage through the upper, all right? That's the best way to put it. Power Run, which midsole, which is a TPU EVA blend, okay? Durometer, whoa, very firm, not a soft ride, okay? This is the opposite of soft. This is pretty firm through that durometer score. Ride and energy return, just not feeling it. 6 out of 10, just not peppy under step, okay? Just getting the miles in out there as I was testing this shoe. Yeah, if you wear this shoe, you could wear this shoe, oh, this is a good idea. So if you're doing a hard tempo or even like a threshold workout, you could warm up in the shoe for 1 mile, 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 miles, whatever your warm up is, and then switch over to the Speed 1 or 2 from Saucony, the Endorphin Speed 1 or 2, and I guarantee you're gonna feel peppy in that workout going from this to the Endorphin Speed 1 or 2 is one note I wrote down there. Overall score, we'll bump it up to 7 out of 10, but I am already seeing creasing there through the midsole. Outsole, durable carbon rubber, and it's actually a pretty good amount. And it's got a little groove here, which is interesting. A little flare there, a little groove there through the heel. Man, I don't know what they're going there. You know, I think to help probably with a smoother transition through the foot strike, but I gotta say, through the testing, I didn't necessarily feel that groove like it was helping me feel smooth. Again, though, you know what? I just remember, you know, I'm a forefoot striker. I'm not a heel striker. So I would suspect that if you're a heel striker, you might feel a little bit of a smoother transition because of that groove there on the outsole. Overall, I'm pleased with that outsole fit, true to size. All right. I think it was fine. Okay, let me just remember here. Yes, a little wider through the midfoot, and I'm not saying I loved it. And actually, I need to do better. One of my goals in 2022 is to do better at pulling out the footbed, the insole, the insert, whatever you want to call it. You know me, I don't like an overbuilt. This one's pretty good, but I don't like an overbuilt arch through the footbed there. This one's okay. Might be a little overbuilt for my liking, but not too bad. But I will say pretty high build quality for that footbed. Like, it doesn't feel cheap to the touch. So that's nice there. Saucony, which does impact the fit score. Comfort, oh man, it's just not abundantly comfortable, whether it's the upper or that midsole. Right, okay, positives and drawbacks. Positive, here we go, price point. We'll talk about that in a minute. Drawback is that weight. Anyway, but for the price point, I understand what Saucony is doing with that midsole. Durability prediction, standard 400, okay? How will I use this shoe? I would say 3 to 8 miles. So it's a little firm actually for an easy day shoe for me. So it'd be a daily trainer in that 3 to 8 mile range. I am seeing some creasing already, but I'm telling you, at that price point that I'm about to share, I think, like, if you want a value shoe, just keep in mind it's a little firm through the foot strike in your gait cycle. I think this could be a good option, actually. I think it'll last. Yeah, you just want to pinch some pennies, buy one shoe for the next, I'll say 3 to 4 months of training, just getting in those runs. Like, it's not okay, winter, all right, everybody in the northern hemisphere, we're about to enter winter. I do think this carbon rubber on the outsole is actually going to grip decent, not perfect, but decent in slick conditions. You know, you don't want to be going cornering on ice, but it'll do okay on the pavement and the concrete out there. Okay, here we go. Now the price point, $100. There we go. Thank you, Saucony. $100. That is solid. Do appreciate it. All right. Nothing like a affordable brand new running shoe, Saucony Axon. All right. So there you go. Other shoes to buy. I tried to pick 4 shoes that were similar price points right now. Some of them are last year's iteration, but similar price points and similar rides. All right, so what does this shoe feel like underfoot? So that was my thought process behind the SL 20.2 gel KAYANO. All right, so there you go. Soak those in for a second. All right. Saucony Axon shoe quick specs on your screen. 4mm drop. All right, air mesh upper, simple power run midsole, just simple. And that relegation score is rough. It's rough. Didn't even break into 7s. You know, you got to break into those 7s, but it's close. I think we were at about 6.9 out of 10. So it was close, but mostly, man, it's. I think, boy, my opinion, for me, soften up that midsole just a smidge, and I think that score definitely breaks into the 7s in 2022. Comment of the day, question of the day, here we go. Paul Kane, I believe this is from a year ago. Here we go. Says, Seth, these shoe matrix videos are really helpful. That's right. So the Saucony Matrix from 2020, I'll link to it down below. Thank you, Paul. The Endorphin Speed has been my tweener shoe for 2020. In a year with few actual races, it's versatile, has a real pop feel that's fun to run in, and I feel works well with my gait cycle. The price point is competitive given what you can do with it. I'm approaching 100 miles quickly in mine, and it's wearing really well, although not bright white anymore. Possibly the black and gold colorway is more forgiving. I love it. Paul, you get the comment of the day, and Again, Saucony, I'll link to that matrix below. I'll be making more matrix vlogs soon for Nike, for New Balance, for Saucony, for Hoka in the forthcoming weeks here in the studio. And that question of the day, what is a life moment or event that really formed who you are today? All right, what is one life event or moment that really formed you into who you are today? I'll just say mine was, and I can't tell the story now, but going to Haiti. Going to Haiti when I was 16. All right, there you go. Thanks for tuning in. We'll toss it to that Matrix vlog from 2020, the Saucony Matrix. Right there, right there, right there. All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you too.